Hello, everyone, and welcome back, and welcome to my studio. I am very happy you are here with me right now because look at what just came in the mail for me from YouTube. I have not yet opened this box, so I'm hoping it's my silver play button, or at least it's supposed to be. So I am going to open it right now, right here, as soon as I find something to cut this tape with, which I know I have somewhere in the studio. I just have to find it. Well, you want to see the rest of my studio? Come on, I'll show you. So this is my studio currently. I used to have my studio in my basement, but here is what my basement looks like now. I found that trying to do art in my basement really didn't work out for me at all because there's really not enough sunlight that gets down here, so it's really hard to find natural light, and it's always really cold down here, so I felt like I was literally in a cave. So I've moved my studio back upstairs, and now, as you can see, I mainly use my basement for drying my laundry and stringing tennis rackets. It's actually a perfect environment for those activities, so it all worked out really well in the end for me. This is my drafting table. I have it, it's actually a glass top, but I have this cutting mat to protect the glass, and this is a self-healing mat. I do a lot of work with razors and X-Acto knives, which would be perfect to open this box. And this table inclines, it lifts up to varying degrees. I've got all my little cubby holes on the side here. Look at this. I make sure I get my money's worth from colored pencils. These are not very sturdy drawers. I've got pencil sharpener, gloves, this looks like a Mr. Clean magic eraser, another pencil sharpener, erasing putty, some toothpicks, another pencil sharpener, goodness, my electric eraser. This is, the stuff here is U-tack. It's the type of putty you use if you want to stick something to the wall and you don't want it to leave marks when you remove it from the wall. But I found that this makes a really, really good eraser for practically anything, for like colored pencil or graphite. Electric eraser refills. My drafting brush. And these are my drafting templates. I've got more cubby holes right in here. These are pretty much just storage shelves. My sketchbook, my other watercolor blocks, watercolor brushes there, watercolor palettes, colored pencils there, These are not the best of drawers. Oh, that's not gonna come open. Paints. My tabaret, which is just a little storage cabinet. I've got my brushes that are not watercolor brushes here. And it's mostly chemicals on top of this thing. There's really no system I have in place. I just kind of put things where I put them. I try to put at least like things together, you know, like more. These are more of my electric racer refills. Some more back there. This is just palette clips, clips, rubber bands, string. Oh, okay, I think I see what I was trying to do. The theme of this drawer is things that fasten to something. I don't know. I don't know, what's this doing in here? It's a piece of ShamWow. Miniature C47s. Rubber cement. More clips. Oh, my razors. More chemicals and replacement nibs for my Copics. These are for my technical pens. Palettes. Brush soap. My technical pens and pen cleaner in here. Some more gloves. And this one is just like pencils, pastels and stuff, and my sketchbooks are here. There's my desk where I do all of my editing. Here's the most important part of this whole setup. My dog Jack gets a treat whenever he visits me in the studio. Here is my little studio herb garden. I use these herbs in my kitchen. Here I've got some nice healthy spearmint. I use this thyme in a lot of my chicken dishes. It's really good with chicken or tuna. This right here is a really healthy bunch of Thai basil. And right over here is my dill that's getting way too tall. I've got to trim some of this down. And then hiding back under here, this is curly parsley. You can kind of tell by the stalks how many times I've harvested this parsley. I've just about wore it out. But the one I have probably picked over the most is right here. My poor little Italian basil. Look how thick. It looks like those stalks now are like branches because I've harvested it so much, like over and over and over again. Oh, My pump just came on. Let's see if I can see it working. It's a completely hydroponic garden, so the roots grow directly in water. So many roots. And a pump circulates the nutrients and the water all throughout the roots. Here's what I feed it. This plant food right here. I've got, let's see, it should tell me down here, I've got 2 days until I have to feed it, and I've had this crop of herbs in this garden for 110 days. First, I'm going to reduce some of the height on this dill. You don't want the herbs to get too crowded up on each other, then they'll start to hide each other's light. Thai basil. Ooh, it's going to seed. Right there. I better clip that off. If I let it go to seed, then the leaves will taste bitter. I think for the mint, I'm gonna make a nice spearmint tea with honey. I like a really strong mint tea, something that clears out your sinuses. And mint is good for your stomach too. It's good with digestion. It's good if you have indigestion. You can chew on mint leaves. All of the leaves have a good bruise to them. And we'll let these leaves steep for about 2.5 to 4 minutes. A little bit longer if you want a stronger tea. All right, I have my tool and my hot steaming mug of mint tea. Oh, that's minty, that's so good. YouTube used that good laminated black cardboard. fastened right here. And here is my silver play button. Let me just get it out of this plastic. Presented to SoulRepose ASMR for passing 100,000 subscribers, YouTube. And there it is. And it comes with a letter. It says, "You're bigger than Vancouver. You're bigger than Venice. You're even bigger than Las Vegas. 1 million subscribers." A million subscribers? Wait. I don't think this is me. Maybe you've imagined that day for a long time. Or maybe you never thought you'd grow so big. Either way, not much can match the satisfaction of finding out that your creativity, that your ideas, that your voice speaks to 1 million people across the globe. We know that being able to touch the lives of so many people is reward enough. But we're incredibly proud of all you've done, so we hope you'll accept this Gold Creator Award as a token of our esteem. Apparently, I'm living in the future right now, and we can't wait to see you reach the next milestone, 10 million subscribers. Oh, and there's a business card. It says, "Congratulations on your subscriber milestone. We are honored to take part in recognizing your achievement and want your experience to be exceptional." Tongue-tied. This award was inspected and packaged with great care by Rick. Rick, you had one job. I'm going to hold it up one more time. I could not have received this without all of you, my wonderful subscribers. This would not have been possible without you guys. So I want to thank you very much for making this possible for me. If you like this video, please hit that like button if you want to. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you can receive notice of when I post new videos. I want all of you to keep yourselves safe and healthy, and I will see you again soon. Ciao for now. Goodbye.